How are the vibes that you're feeling right now heading into the 2025 Navy Hot Dogs Eating Contest, defending the mustard belt? It's a different vibe this time around for you.
Yeah, last year going in, nobody expected anything from me, and now I'm the going to be the returning champ. So I can't I can't do worse. I have to do better, and I have to make a statement. So there's added pressure for me this year, but I feel I'm always anxious, but it's anxious in a good way where it's giving me energy and more drive to do it again.
And you mentioned that like sort of like the added pressure. How truly different does it feel like having that belt on your shoulder going into the biggest one of the biggest days in the MLE eating calendar?
Going in as a returning champ, it does feel weird because it's not a feeling I'm used to being the champ, but it feels good. Last year it was a lot of work. This year it's been a lot of work as well. So, uh, the unknown is the day of. So just hoping that I have a good day and that I improve on my personal best. So that's all I'm really hoping for.
And I know obviously you've been busy probably training to get that count up. Last year it was 58. I know maybe it's hard to throw like a number you have in your mind out there, but do you have right now like a target goal in mind, whether it's just crossing the 60 mark, or do you have something in mind?
Yeah, I think the goal is to improve. So if I could get into the 60 club, I think there's only five or so eaters that are in there. That is a goal. But the first goal is to improve on 58. So, but 60 would be great. hmm
Outside of that potential opponent, who is your biggest competition right now that you're going in against?
I mean, there's three. There's myself, there's Jeffrey Esper, and there is James Webb. Those are the two or the three people I need to be worried about.
You mentioned obviously it didn't feel the same last year, but if you were to come back, it would kind of like take the pressure off you because no one would be looking at you to go out. All the eyes would be on Joey. How do you think that would benefit you in terms of the competition if Joey was right there? Would it just be like you don't got to stress about defending the belt, you just got to worry about beating Joey?
Yeah, I think so. There's less stress and it just adds to the motivation because I'll be eating next to him, and he is crazy fast out of the gate, and that's just extra motivation and drive because a lot of the times in these events you just kind of lose focus, and if you have somebody like that next to you pushing the pace, then you're going to be less in your head thinking about what you're doing, and you're just going to be focusing on keeping up with him, and it's easier and better that way.
And then I guess you kind of mentioned this as well, but like, do you have anything to prove this year going into the hot dog eating contest? Whether being like, hey, my last year's victory wasn't a fluke. I can hang with the best one. But do you feel like you have anything to prove to just like the average viewer that's going to be tuning in that day?
I think the average viewer still doesn't know who I am. I mean, they think I came out of left field, which is hilarious because I've been doing this for 20 years. So, I mean, there was a lot of people talking crap last year because he wasn't there, and I get it. So I don't really care. It's like all I care about is improving. And last year it was great to win, but I was really happy. I was happier that I set the goal and I achieved that, and I ate better, and I didn't think that was possible. So now anything's possible, and I'm done caring what the internet or people or trolls think.
You're still the champ at the end of the day. No one can take that away from you. What's the message you have to your fellow competitors going into July 4th, people who are going to be tuning in? What's your message, one of your last messages to the fans
Uh,
and competitors?
I'm happy to be involved. I'm happy to be there and just tune in and I appreciate all the support. This year I never planned on this to happen, and I put myself in the position to for it to happen, but I would have never guessed that this was going to happen. So this is like a victory lap for me.
And last one. If you do go back to back, is there any sort of special celebrations you would have in mind, or are you just gonna enjoy the day out there?
I probably would drink like Pepto out of like one of those glass jugs, like if you when you win NASCAR. Maybe they'll put a wreath of like paper or they'll put a wreath of toilet paper around my neck as well.